Your boy Joe Biden done gave it up. He done sat his old, forgetting where he left his car keys ass down. It's about time. It's real life, y'all. Joe Biden. Now, shout out to B. Dell. Shout out to Rod. Shout out to everybody out there, conscious and hip. Shout out to everybody out there that already knew the script. It's real. Now, I mean, for me, personally, I'm going to keep it on me. Now, for me, I never rocked with Joe Biden. He just looked funny. He walked funny. I mean, he always falling down. I mean, his head look like it's a mask. It don't look real. Sometimes he got moles on the side right here. Sometimes he don't. The way he holds his hands, kind of like a robot. He be like, it's weird. I just think he's a stone cold weirdo. And not to mention all of the dirty, disrespectful, slanderous, evil, conniving things that he's done and said, especially about melanated folk or people in a minority community, I should say. I don't care for him. And you know what? There's a lot of people just like him. I don't know them all, but they exist. I mean, I saw the video where my man Joe Biden, I saw that video where he said, yeah, we're going to do some funny stuff, blah, blah, blah. And he brought out a dude in a playing Michael Jackson with blackface. It's terrible. It's just disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad he went and sat down. But I don't know, man. It just seems scripted because the past 10 days it's been up. Only if they didn't have to unalive the dude that was on top of the building, I would be real curious to hear what he has to say. Kind of like Lee Harvey Oswald and, you know, all the rest of the others. I'm real curious to know, like, hey, what happened? Oh, bad. It's real life, y'all. I mean, Joe Biden steps down. What's up? Who's out there, man? What you think, man? Is the chat open? Welcome to the live chat. Remember the guidelines. Let me know what you think about this shit, y'all. I mean, excuse my French. Let me know what you think about this, y'all. It's real life. Will Kamala Harris be the next presidential nominee? I mean, tens of millions of dollars. Tens and tens of millions of dollars. You know? What's going on? How does this play out for us, man? How does this play out for the American people? What are we going to see next? I mean, the moment they said that this dude got COVID and was about to go isolate, who's getting COVID nowadays? Yo, I mean, he is 93 years old. But who's getting COVID? And if you got it, you probably don't even know it. It's because you're probably so immune to whatever they done. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I know people that suffered and got offed behind that thing, man. They did a lot of people. It did a lot of people in. A lot of my loved ones and my family members too, man. Like, I know that was a big piece of a few people during them 2 years to get up out of here. Hey, man, I'm just saying. Kamala Harris. Speaking on Kamala, all of a sudden, you see her, I think she was at the BET Awards and she was like talking to Taraji on the phone and she said they not like us. Oh, Lord. When I saw the clip of her saying that, because I ain't watching that garbage. When I saw the clip, I was like, yo, he's talking about you. Kamala, Kendrick was talking about you. And that's what you got to know. That's what everybody needs to like open it. Well, not everybody, because everybody ain't the same. Some people's genetic makeup, their intuition, their survival instinct. Some people got 7 senses. Wow, there's the mere mortals that have 5. And some of them don't have all of those. So imagine how rough it is. But Kamala Harris definitely not in my conversation for anybody I would support based on her background. Because guess what? They judge us on our resume, on our background, and her resume is filthy. If you got her resume with all the good things she done for melanated folks or minorities, all the good things, and then all the bad things she's done, this list looks like this. She's not like us. I'm just saying. It needed to be talked about. It's going on, so I'm going to talk about it. She's not like us. I would never vote for her. I would rather honestly vote for a person like Dave Chappelle before I vote for either of these two running. Well, you know, before I vote for Trump or I vote for anybody they got. Anybody they got, get up out of here, man. Resumes are filthy. Hey, because we all know we ain't clean and we do things, we say things that we don't ever even want to tell anybody. We do things behind closed doors. We think away sometimes. You know, we all got an ego. Remove the ego, this world will get better. But all the things, there's nobody out here. There's nobody they got that I would vote for. It would be a mere mortal person walking around, that the guy that waves to everybody that passes on, that guy. That's the type of person, man. Something simple, man. A free thinker. But it doesn't, from my observation, this is my theory, man. I think that anybody that sits in that seat is a plant anyways and has agendas that they have to follow. They can't cross the line, like, because according to the way it all is told, the way it looks, and the paperwork, looks like we answer to the Vatican. I mean, D.C., I believe it's owned by the Vatican. What's going on here with that? If I'm saying anything wrong, someone in the comments, when you check, let me know. Because from what I understand, it's crazy out here. Nothing was ever as it seemed. Nothing. Seems like nothing was like it seemed, man. What's my man, Clarence? Oh man, my man that supposedly kidnapped Bobby Brown. His name was Clarence. He had a mantra. I'm not gonna use it because there's some people around here you really don't want to tick off. And speaking of people you don't want to tick off, right? Wow. Who does the president answer to? I kind of felt like in my core, in my eye, what I see, what I feel is that when Trump was president before, he was like a dog off the leash that's been on the leash for a very long time. He was like a dog just playing, running around free, doing things against what was normally done, saying things against people, establishments, services that nobody would ever talk about or even put on the table. That's what I saw. That's what I felt. And that's why I still feel they may have tried to take him out. Obviously they did, but the speculation, I mean, if you saw a movie like Manchurian Candidate, you gotta make it make sense, yo. Real life. It's a lot of people don't think that they out here pump faking on us like that, but some people just got that Minority Report thing in them. You know what I'm talking about? It's real life. This is a real life situation, and we gotta stay together. Real life squad, real life shit. Ain't nobody out here playing with us. It's terrible. I'm saying, I take a nap. I wake up. I put on the TV. Breaking news: Joe Biden puts his nuts on the table and walks away. And it was like, dang, I already knew this was gonna happen, and here it is as I'm waking up. It was like, you ever wake up too and you think you miss work? You wake up in a panic. Your whole sense of time is off. Well, that's how I woke up about an hour ago. I saw it. So I'm like, yo, I got to go out for a few minutes. So grab some things, run a few errands after the traffic died down around my way. But when I saw it, it just felt off. I didn't know what time it was. I'm seeing this. I didn't know if I was living on planet Earth or where I was at, or if I was in the astral world, or if this was a dream, because I already knew this was going to happen. But as soon as I heard my daughter coming around the corner with her beads in her hair, just ding, 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 I was like, yeah, it's real life. Biden's up out of here. Yes! It's about time he sat his ass down. And you know, one thing I like is when you're actually right. When you say something to yourself, when you say, yeah, he gonna get up out of here, he has to sit down after that disaster. When was it? About 2 weeks ago, he sat up there and was like, because my son's, Stu said, he said, my son isn't you're the felon. You saw this shit. I don't know what's going on, cuz. It's real life, family. I don't know what's going on, but this ain't working. This is not working for the American people. How long does it have to go this way? Where we voting and the votes don't even matter. At the end of the day, if they, and Trump said it, he was like, yo, hold on. What's going on? I don't know, man. Did they turn that many people against him in 4 years that Biden would win, or was they up to the same thing they was up to when, what's her name, Hillary Clinton was involved in some election type stuff, some elections type fraud or whatever? I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on, y'all. One thing's for sure is that it's a cold world and ain't nobody out here pump faking. I mean, I saw the clip of the dude I saw the clip about a while ago. I don't know when it was, but it was over 2 weeks ago. And the dude standing up on Congress in his suit in front of the whole people, you know, red, white, and blue all over the place, cameras everywhere, NBC, MSNBC, DEA, all of them, they in there. And the dude stands up there and says, yeah, Biden will not be your presidential running candidate this year. Kamala Harris is going to be drafted in real quick, but then they're going to switch her out and put Michelle Obama in. He said that. I'm saying that. A few conscious folk is saying that. Shout out to Black Magic 363. We love you over here, cuz. All right. I mean, sometimes you could just feel what's right and what's wrong. Sometimes you just know. You got to be able to feel the situation, read the room, man. That's what this is about. The room is the world. you got to be able to read this mug. If you can't read what's going on out here, if you one of them people that pull up to a McDonald's and you walking in the inside, right? And you ain't looking through the window and seeing what's going on, like it's getting robbed right now and you about to walk into a disaster. If you can't see that that's about to happen and you just you ain't paying attention to what's going on in your environment, if you don't have the ability to tap in and tell, see, that's why people got them other senses, man. Like our black women, queen of the earth, right? I can prove it to you. I can prove it in some simple breakdowns or analogies or a strategy or tactic of my delivery. Here it comes in, right? Here it goes. Now, I'm going to show you how powerful a black woman is. The black woman. The messed up thing is that I know how powerful they are. A few of them know, but there's a lot of them lost that don't know. A lot of my sisters do not know how powerful they really are. And they've been Tyroned. I get it. No heat, no judgment. I understand that when a social construct is painted and given and provided for you, when something is provided for you, it's kind of like you always promise your kid cake or candy or a toy if they're good. And that's the strategy. That's the tactic. And I don't like doing that. You need to learn and act and learn how to control yourself and behave without a treat. Now, what they've done, this is my theory, this is my hypothesis, this is how I give it up. What they've done is they provided my sisters with, it's my money and I want it now feelings. You ever see that commercial? It's my money and I want it now. That's what they're providing right now for them. And it goes against their power. Any woman, but I'm specifically talking to the ones that have been Tyrone or referring to them, and also to the sisters out there that are conscious, woke, and know who they are and their worth, and decided to repel the social construct that was painted and provided for them. The ones that repelled the social construct that was provided for them, that decided to go the other way, shout out to y'all. I see how powerful y'all are out here in the world. I see how y'all giving it up. And you are the ones that some do not want other peoples to know even exist. There's some black sisters, some Indian sisters, like Chief Warhorse. There are the Vicky Dillards, the Soleils. The past, the present, and the future are all happening at the same time. There are the Sister Shahada Ali's. The past, the present, the future are all happening at the same time. It's a beautiful thing when it is the most beautiful thing, man. Ain't nothing like it. And it sucks that it sucks that the ones that have been Tyrone don't even know they've been Tyrone. They really believe that this is not delusion or erratic or what's that word when you yeah, man, it's like you jump online and I gave it up, man. all these sisters out here talking crazy about brothers, yo, and it's like brothers was never on your back. I mean, we brothers was never on your back. And my whole anecdotal life over here, I've never seen black men try to literally go out there and destroy their sisters just off the rip. Never. They usually either go the other way, talk a little shit, and get up out of there. But at this rate, I never saw brothers get online and straight smash, destroy, disrespect, and tarnish brothers' names. And I mean, come on, man. If a man like Will Smith can't get respect from his woman, what? I mean, the man's been perfect his whole life damn near. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but see, he never came out and wouldn't never come out and disrespect his black sister, his black woman like that. His wife. He would never do that. You saw it. He had appetite. Some dudes like, yo, F that. You gonna sit there and take that? Yeah, he's tough. He's always been that way, it appears, because to get to where he's gotten, I don't know, Hollywood, you got to do something to get places, but that's another story, y'all. Yeah. How about this, man? Sisters have been Tyroned. Brothers never came out here and jumped on y'all back like that, but they decided they was just gonna go with what was provided for them. The sisters on TV, the songs, the music. Yo, listen, look at how perfect this was. How, if this was not one of the best strategies ever, at the same time, males were listening to Babyface, Keith Sweat, Jodeci. At the same time, those boys that were listening to that type of music, those artists, the Jagged Edge, all of that, right? At the same time, they was buying baby oil. They was buying teddy bears. They was lighting candles and getting the room sexy for they shorty. They was putting on soft music. They was buying the red light special like TLC. We was doing all of that. Providing a safe space for our females we dealt with, right? We was doing that. We was Tyroned. That's what it was. We was Tyroned. And at the same time, on the other side, they was being programmed to creep. I don't need no man. I'm independent. I need a soldier. Yo, that video was crazy. Tunchi came up there and was like, body tatted up like a subway in Harlem. Fire. That song was crazy. They did that right. All the songs what the women were being taught at the time compared to the songs that we were being taught at the time was creating a complete opposite magnetic field that would not work. It's not pulling together. It's separating based off of programming people's minds through music, through behavior, through a strategy. It's warfare of the mind. It's been World War III since World War II ended. They just not doing it with bullets. It doesn't come at you with bullets. It's coming at you spiritually. It's coming at you from all angles too. From every angle of this pie. Have you sliced this pie for economics, education, mathematics? It doesn't matter. Music, entertainment, every part of our lives, of our existence, is being controlled and manipulated to keep the world the way it is. But specifically on this continent, They get busy over here. They get busy on us. I I don't even know how they do it. How do they have this much power to manipulate everything, to buy up everything? Yo, Blackstone, BlackRock, whatever that is, yo, they just bought more houses. They done bought up all the houses. Yo, when your rent goes up, that's because they charging your landlord more. The land, they threaten them. They come in for their taxes. They ain't got it. They taking it. You see how this works. They buy it up, own everything. Because at the end of the day, if they decide to tear it down, do something, they own it. They gonna get paid from insurance. Meanwhile, whatever happens to us, it doesn't matter. We are mere ants to these people. We are mere grains of salt on a cracker to these people. We are mere dung to these people. Cow dung. That's what we are to these people. You can sometimes feel what you are to people. Just, hey, fear will make you do something. Pain will make you do a lot more. So when you go through a lot of fear and a lot of pain, ain't no other way but to go, but it's up. That boosts things for people that went through the pain and the fear, the guilt and the shame, all of that. It's all bundled up, wrapped in one. We are all participants in what we are experiencing, right? We are all participants in what you are experiencing. If you cannot see things, then I want somebody in my team that can see it. If I can't see it, I need somebody on. I need a man on my right, holding my back that can see them type of things and do them things. It's called a team, right? There's no I in this. There's no I. All these and look at how this construct of us being Tyroned, because yes, we've all been Tyroned. A lot of us, if you can understand this, a lot of us didn't know nothing about 10 years ago. A lot of us did not know a lot of the things that we either heard or we didn't were true or had some value to them. There's a lot of things that cannot be proven, and there's a lot of things that cannot be proven as false. All right. So, but if we just go into things thinking that things are true and you don't understand that it may not, then that's why people don't know that they've been Tyroned and don't believe it. I said it in one of my videos. I said that you're unstoppable when you have your own slaves denying that they are slaves. But a lot of people do know it. They can feel it in their vibration and energy, because that's what the planet is giving you. That's what you can feel. And a lot of people ain't mad about it because they're tapped in. They're not mad, but they're aware of where the potholes are in the road. Because if I'm going down this road of I'm on spaceship Earth, right? Here I am. I'm on spaceship Earth. And I'm flying around every day. I need to know where the things that can hurt me are. I need to know when I need to be more careful and what to avoid and how to think a little bit better. Be a critical thinker, because critical thinking is a talent. It's a skill. You have to practice it. You can't just turn that on. Critical thinking usually comes and it is induced by a lot of fear and a lot of pain in your past, and then you tap into being able to critically think. And a lot of people out here in the world can't critically think on their own. They have to think based off of what's provided for them. Just like the sisters, the young brothers out here, you see doing things that are provided for them, following a follower. Straight up, that's I remember when I was in school, you had to stand behind each other, 1, 2, in the line everywhere you went. That was you. Teachers was lining your ass up. Yeah, we was all following each other to a job or prison. We we all followed each other to a job or prison. Did we or did we not? Was not our community. My community was set up disgusting. Chinese restaurant in the hood, liquor store in the hood, more liquor store in the hood, more Chinese restaurant in the hood. You know they put that store in the hood too for the females. It was called like Rainbows or something. You got the rainbows in the hood. The clothes. I know when we was younger dudes, you should be like, yo, look how cheap the females' clothes is. They getting skirts and dresses for $3 and $4. Meanwhile, we gotta go spend $40, $50 on some Levi's back in the early 90s and in the 90s. $50. They spending $4. Look at how they do what they want. And that's to keep the man broke, to break the man down. You're never going to have enough change out here if you just doing what, being a follower out of school, just going, getting a job. If you don't go to college for STEM, something that's going to make real money, science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, you are not going to make no money unless you become some type of new wave where everybody thinks that this money's going to come magically without no work. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Social constructs have been provided from every angle that can be provided for you. And there was a time when you ain't got time to even think about these things. But when you position yourself in life where you can put time into you and figure out who you are and who you really are and what you're here for, then things start to change in your life. But see, that's why they don't want people to have the time to put into themselves. That's why they keep us conditioned. Basketball game, football game. No time for nothing. They're taking the libraries away, y'all. Everything there's no more cursive, y'all. There's science to that. Everybody knows there's a science to cursive. There's a science to these books. It's all in there. Nobody's talking crazy stuff. This is real life. Doing things that are provided for you is cool to a point, but there comes a time where you gotta do something different because what we're doing isn't working. That's why people vote. This isn't working. Everybody saw that Joe Biden, it wasn't working. Everybody they say, yo, we're not putting $70 million into you, brother, when you gonna lose. Why? And then you can't push my agenda? You mean to tell me I'm gonna give you 12, Karen's gonna give you 12, Billy's gonna give you 18, you gonna get the 70. We got all these donors for this $70 million, and we know you're not gonna win. Why would they put their money in there? They're not gonna put their money in there because they want their person in there to basically do the mafia thing, paying it off. That's what's going on with this. That's what if you can't feel that and see it, and that's why I think this is a theory that they don't want Trump in because he's an animal. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't care because I'm not voting. If I'm going to vote, I'm voting for someone like Cat Williams. I'd vote for Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm talking about? It's the only people on earth that tell the truth, but they can do it in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? These are people that never gave it up. Walked away from 50. Right? And we ain't taking 9 shots today either. We ain't walking away. We gonna talk that shit because it's mine over here. It's my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting how the division has been so easily observed from the third eye to Both of these right here, because these I can see some shit very far. I look at the moon sometimes and I can see everything up there. People be like, yo, you can see that? You don't see them stars? You don't see that sign all the way over there that says don't go that way? They're like, oh, I can't see. Where my glasses at? I'm like, yeah, I can see. I got that shit, boy. I guess they call it 20/20 or something. I got something beyond that. They say you got 5 senses. I got 7. Yeah. You get to a point where you acquire the other senses. The 5 are cool and all. They work fine. Even I want to call the CV thing. I remember when it left, I was like, wow, how do people live like this? This sucks. You eating food. You can't taste it. Why eat if you can't taste it? Why? Might be for them parasites in your body saying, we need to feed, we need to feed, we need to feed. It's the brain. It's a chemical it's an influx of you're already involved. I feel I've been eating a lot of things I shouldn't have been eating my whole life because I wasn't conscious and aware of what the effects of the long term would be on my body. And then I started to think about something. I'm like, wait a minute. People in Asia and China have plants and animals that aren't here. Things that grow there that aren't here. Things in Africa are grown. Animals aren't here. On this continent, there's things that are grown here that aren't over there. Australia has a whole different vegetation and wildlife as well. So by that thinking, everything was provided for every continent. Everything was provided. Everything was provided for each continent. How the hell did this get hijacked like this? I mean, we ain't supposed to be eating a lot of things, and now that we're getting, we're aware of it, we're getting conscious to it. You want to do something about it. You want to talk about it. You want to tell your friends, your family. You want to. That's natural. Now, that's a natural thing, and a lot of people don't think, nah, I'm gonna eat my shit. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. I don't care about. I'm gonna. That's yeah. I get it. But it was my duty to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I was a taker when I was younger, but now I'm a giver. I don't pass a person without giving him $1 if he. I don't do that. When I get off that, I pass out one. I gotta give. If you keep taking from planet Earth and not making no deposits, sooner or later you're gonna be on E or in the rears, and it's coming for you. It's on your boots. You know, so that's what happened with Biden in a sense, and I'm gonna be all over the place on this because I'm a conflation artist. Back to him, he done ran out. Everything he's done is come up. The web, Twitter, they're tearing him apart. It's real. This dude has never said anything or done anything good for melanated minority people. I don't even think he likes his own people. There was one person I know he likes is his son. He defended him without a stutter. He got real tight. That was the clearest thing he said all night on that debate. When Trump said something about a felon, he said, yeah, that was tough, man. But yo, would you put your 12 million behind this dude if you had to be a donor? Wait a minute. Let's say this. I don't know how deep it goes and what's going on, but yo, my homie, he pulled up at this spot the other day, right? And on this truck, it was a Masonic symbol, but it was kind of hidden. You had to know, right? The symbol of the Masons, if you know what it is, it's like it's like a kind of look like that weed thing, the old Graham thing dangle. And he sees it on the truck. So he calls me like, yo, you ain't gonna believe what I'm looking at. He said, we talk, boom, boom. He Googles it, boom, it's matching. And the truck company is a flooring company. And if you know anything about the Masons, their floors are special. Like they put certain floors in all of their Masonic lodges or their hidden temples or whatever. But the symbol looks the same. It's not exact, but you can tell that, man, that looks like, you make the connection because you hip, you know where the potholes are and you know what to look for. I'm not hiring them. You have to know. So this is where the times are, because information is so free. And that's what kind of like Cat Williams was breaking down. And I agree, because when you were young, we didn't even want to go to the library. I remember going to the library for my mother. I remember going when I was living in a certain area at one point in my life. But that wasn't a place I really wanted to go. You had to be quiet in there. You go there, we was going there for DVDs or what, tape, VHS tapes, things like that. Wasn't going in there for books, because all we wanted to do was what we were seeing the hip hop culture do at the time. That's write rhymes, that's smoke weed, that's get girls, that's eat good Chinese food and wings. That's what we was doing. Figuring out, oh shoot, we can, the alcohol, the parties, the hanging out, just chasing tail mainly, like when you was young. But playtime is over. So the libraries, those are being taken. Information cost the price back then. You had to pay the price to get that information. The information was hidden from our communities. There was nobody in our communities out there preaching that. There was nobody out there helping nobody to go the other way. And they made sure that they took away all of the girth and grit of the community. Over the years, there's no more Miss Pearlies. There's no more Miss Johnson up the street where she pass out popsicles to all the kids in the neighborhood. She know all the kids' names. There's no police on the beat. Nobody wants to talk to police. It used to be police knew everybody in the neighborhood. I mean, look at the way the social construct of division has been provided for you. I don't like it. I see that it's there. And it's on the TV right now. Look at how, like I said, they put the patch on their ear the next day. That's all you got to do is show people one thing. They'll believe it. They'll run with it. Look how easily they can be manipulated into doing what. There's people texting and calling as soon as the attempt was on old boy's life the other day. As soon as they saw it, they was like, oh, he's definitely going to win the presidency now. Right? So what does that tell you? They can do something that makes you know what's next. It's called painting the picture. It's written. They writing the script for you. You can see it at some points, but sometimes it's hidden so well that it's hard to see till after the fact, till more information comes out. The information that was provided for us back in 1979 is not the same information that is provided now from any sector of life. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, it is all changed. If you think that was real or that was what it was then, it's all updated. Everything. So when people provide new information for y'all family out there, don't cut it off. Don't assume that it's wrong until you know. Until you do your own homework, you can't say nothing is real. Because I go tell my little daughter, I say, yo, go clean your room. She'll come to me and tell me that she cleaned it. I go in there, it ain't clean. I got to go check. I got to go check this out for myself. It's basic. It's critical thinking. Somebody tells me that, oh, I said this. Tom Brady left and Robert Kraft. Tom Brady left and Robert Kraft got hit with that sexual thing, right? Look what happened to the Pats. They got good players. They still had a squad. It's over for you. You get nothing. People are paying for it to be able to breathe out here. Give up your $7 million. We'll do. You can do this. You got this for the next 4 years. Yep, it's Mando. It's Mando. It's like sending in your commissary slip. You know when you sent it in and it's right, you know what you get in your bag back. You know your money's in your account, right? But every once in a while, you mess up on that bubble, right? And it comes, you don't get your bag. You ain't pay right. You ain't do it right, right? This what these people don't want to do. They don't want to put their $22 million behind an old dude that forgot where he left his car keys. That's why he's stepping down. Oh, it's rough out here, y'all. This is my first live. Trust me, y'all, I'm going to get better at this. But if you run across it, if you had a chance to watch it, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this. Hit that like button for the kid. Help your boy out. You remember Kevin Hart? He's like, help me. I ain't crying and all, but shit, we got to ask. If we don't ask, closed mouths don't get fed. It's Culinary You. We working. Hope you having a nice day, family. We love you. The RLS squad over here. All right? Water.